Hey everyone, welcome back to MLOps. In this video, we'll be discussing how to build a data pipeline using DVC. So in previous video, we have discussed how to set up DVC and we talked about versioning the data. But in this video, what we'll do is we'll go one step further and we'll go beyond just versioning the data, because versioning data is not enough for machine learning, because once you have a data, you want to transform it, you want to filter it, you have to pre-process it, and you have to keep track of all these different pre-processing stages, and then finally it gets turned into features and passed to the model. Okay, so what we'll do right in this video, we'll be trying to understand how to create a pipeline such that it is able to pre-process the data, turn it into features and used by the machine learning model, and all getting tracked with DVC. Okay, so with that, what I'll do is we'll first create a Git repo with just a dummy repo, and then clone that repo locally and then turn that into DVC repository. Okay, so let's get started with creation of repo. So I'll go here. So this is DVC data pipeline, and I'll be turning this as a testing DVC data pipeline locally. Okay, I'll turn on the readme document and I'll create the repo. Okay, so we have created the repo. Now what we'll do is we'll clone this repo locally. So I'll just copy this, go to the terminal, git clone, and I'll do this. Okay, so we have our cloned repo here. Now what I'll do is in the previous video we have discussed how to create the virtual environment, and I have created one already. So what I'll do now is I'll switch to that environment, which is source dvc env and bin activate, and now I am into the DVC environment, and I'll switch to this git repo also, which is dvc-data pipeline. So I am inside that git repo and I'm also inside the virtual environment of DVC. Now we'll look at the steps. What is there next? So we have created the repo. Okay, we switch to the git repository. Now we have to turn that git repo into DVC repo by DVC init. So I'll do here DVC init. So this will turn this git repo into DVC repo. So DVC repo is initialized. Okay. Now we can just do get status. Since we have turned this git repo into DVC repo, some of the files got created in the backend, and we'll see that through this command get status. So these 3 files got created. Okay, so let me clear this for now. Now what is the next step? So we can commit this, whatever the 3 files got created, we can commit it. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this line and do this one. Okay, so this is committed to this git repository that I created. Now what we want to do is we want to set up a data pipeline. So first we need data for that, and we also want to have machine learning models on which we'll be applying our machine learning models on the top of the data. For that we need some certain code. So what we'll do is we'll just copy these 2 lines of commands. Okay, what this will do is it will download the code, and then what we'll do is we'll unzip the code and remove some of the files that are not required, or we remove the zip file itself. Okay, so if I just let me just copy the first one such that you will understand what is happening. So copy, and then this will download the code.zip from to my local disk. Okay, if I do ls, you will see code.zip getting created. Now what we'll do is I'll go here, and what is the next command? I'll unzip the code and then remove code.zip. So we'll do that. This is like combining 2 commands. Okay, so we have unzipped it, and it has a bunch of files, and it has params.yaml. So it has evaluate, featureization, prepare, requirements.txt, train.py, and workflows cml.yaml. Okay, so all these files got created and it is present inside. Let me just do this, and you will see under src you will see all the files, and if I go back you will see params.yaml. If I just do params.yaml, you will see some of the parameters that are required by the model and for creation of features and everything. Okay, so let's come out of this. Now, what is the next step? So we have downloaded the data, we downloaded the sample code, we have our unzipped the code and we removed unwanted files. Now what we'll do is we'll download the dataset. So let me copy this DVC get, and this will download the dataset for me in my local disk. So this will download around 13 MB file, I guess, and should not take much time. So while that is happening, so this is quite quick, and so yeah, we have downloaded the dataset. Let me just do that. It is under data folder, so data.xml. So this is my data. Now we want to track the data that we have downloaded. So what we do is we just do dvc add, and what is the command? Data.xml. So we want to track that XML file. If there is any changes, we want to ensure it is kept tracked. So we have tracking this data. Now see, now we have what our sample code, we have our data. Now what we want to do is we want to combine this code and our sample code and the data, and what are the corresponding dependency packages that are required to run this model on top of this data. So those things are required. So what we'll do is I'll just do pip install -r src and requirements.txt. Now just to inform, I have already executed this command in this specific environment, so everything will be already installed and it won't take much time. Okay, so everything is installed and it is just checking everything is there or not. So requirements are already satisfied. Now I'll just clear this. Okay, now so we have git. Next is what we want to do is we want to commit the sample code and the data, and we also have something here like git ignore file. Okay, I'll create that also here, nano.git ignore. Okay, and I'll just create a file. I won't do anything else. So I have .git ignore .github, and then what else is required? Then we need data that is already present, params.yaml is present, src is present. Okay, so everything is present. We'll just run this command. Okay, we are just committing whatever we have created till date. Okay, now we have added and then we are creating a commit. So it's in create commit mode, it's there, we didn't push it yet. Okay, if you want to push, then we have to again have personal token and then we have to push it. Okay, for now that is not required. Okay, this is what we want to understand, how these things are happening and everything is working as required. Now we are like done with the first stage of this tutorial. Now let's jump to the pipeline stages. Now what we have is we have data and then we want to prepare that data, then turn it into features, and then we turn it into pass that features into ML model, and then we want to train the model and store it. Okay, so what we have to do is, since these all are present inside our that particular folder, let me just what I'll do is I'll just do code.here, so it will open this specific folder. So you are able to see this folder now, right, under VS Code. So let me maximize this if it is possible to, yeah. So let me maximize it here, and you are able to see this one, src, and these are the different projects files that we have. This is the requirements.txt that we ran. This is where we train the model, we prepare the model, and we featurize the data, and then we evaluate the model. Okay. So these are a bunch of files, and this is our data set. Okay, and this is our params. Okay, and these are the just the code related to for what training the model and evaluating the model and pre-processing the data. Now what we'll do is, let me go to the step here, this one. First is we want to create a stage for each of those processing whatever we are doing, right? Data processing is one stage, featureization is one stage, and training is another stage. So we want to create this pipeline. So for that, what we have to do is we have to create stages. So first I'll copy this command, then I'll explain what each of those parameters refers to. Okay, so here we have stage, DVC stage, and then we have -n. This is the name of the stage. Okay, then what we do is we take params.yaml, whichever it is present here. If I show where, yeah, this one. Okay, this file. It contains bunch of parameters which we saw earlier here. Params contains prepare, which contains split and seed. Okay, so here we are trying to pick those parameters, and then we want to look for this specific file, prepare.py. Here we have src.prepare.py, and this will prepare your data set. And then this is the data set. It is looking for data from here, the specific path. Once this is done, okay, then it will be storing whatever the processing is done. Okay, data preparation is done. It has to be stored inside data/prepared folder. Okay, so this is a stage that we are creating. Okay, let me run this command now. Okay, added stage prepare in dvc.yaml. So it has also created something called as dvc.yaml. If I go here, so you will see here under the specific git repo, this is the YAML that got created, and it has that command that it needs to execute, what are the dependencies, what is the parameters, and where the output should be stored. Okay, now this is for preparing the data. Now what we want to do is we want to look for featureization and then training. So for everything it will create dvc.yaml for every stage. Okay, and it will also have that command that it has to execute. Now I'll talk about the featureization where, okay, so here we are creating a stage called featureize, and then featureize.max features. This is again taking, since we are passing -p, it is params.yaml, it is referring to by default it will look for params.yaml. And if I go here, if I go to params.yaml, where it is, yeah, featureize max features is equal to 100, ngrams is equal to 1. So it will take those features, that is parameters, and then it will look for the specific file, and it will look for the data that got created in the previous stage. Okay, this is where we prepared, and it got stored in data/prepared. So it is kind of a dependency graph that is getting created from since it is a pipeline, we have a dependency graph getting created from preparation. The prepared data is sent to the featureization. Okay, this is how it gets connected. Okay, so once it is data is taken from prepared folder, we are creating another folder called features, and this features will be used by the next stage. Okay, so let me just run this. Yeah, added a stage featureize in DVC YAML. Next, what we'll do is we want to train the model. So we want to take the next command, which is this one, and let us copy it. Now, as it is, as I explained earlier, okay, this is the name of the stage, and this is looking for certain parameters, and it is looking for features here, and this is the script that we want to run. And at the end of the script, what we want to do is we want to store it as a pickle file for the model. Okay, let me run this again. Now we have created a train stage, and it is present in DVC YAML. So let us go and see for a moment what is there in DVC YAML now. So you are able to see here, first we prepare the data, and then we featureize the data set into features. Then we train the model, and for everything we have that command that we want to execute. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll move on to the next step. Now we have created a pipeline like pre-processing, featureization, and then we have our training model. Now to turn this, we want to execute this pipeline, we want to just do dvc rep row. Okay, now let us run dvc rep row. Now you will see all the stage getting executed. Okay, so first running stage prepare, and it is creating a log file called dvc.log and updating the log file. Now next it is going to the next stage, which is featureize. Okay, and it is again updating the dvc.log file. Next it is training the model, and it is updating the log file again. Now what we want to do is, since we have executed this pipeline once, now we want to commit this whatever we have executed. So let us go to this markdown file again. So we saw the log file getting updated, which is nothing but a state file that captures all the results or all the operations that is happening in the backend. It is capturing everything. So let me go here and let us see if we have dvc.log. So yeah. So this is the log file. Okay, it contains all the information that got executed, and it is corresponding hash code and everything is present here. Okay, for every stage. Now what we want to do is we just want to commit this bunch of files that we got created and commit it. So let me go here and just do this one. So I have committed my dvc.log and committed it. Now since I keep saying that this is a pipeline and there is what dependency graph getting created, let us visualize that with the help of a command called dvc DAG. Okay, so we had data and then we prepared the data into features using featureize, and then we turned that features into and in a form such that it is used by the model for training. So with the help of this, we were able to create a pipeline from data we had, raw data that we had, turned that into, we applied pre-processing, and then we applied featureization, and then trained a machine learning model on it. Now just if you want to see what is the code contains for train, okay, it is a random forest classifier and it is just training a model on top of it. Okay, so if you want to keep changing your parameters, you just have to update params.yaml, okay, for whatever features for the model or for features for maybe the data set, how you want to split it. Okay, so all those can be managed here. So we are at the end of the video because we have created a whole pipeline where we had data and then we end up training the model on top of the features after pre-processing. Okay, so everything is tracked. Okay, what I mean is whatever we have done yet, okay, everything is tracked into Git. We just have to keep committing it and push it, okay, and it will keep track of it. And if you want to change anything data or in terms of params or in terms of model, everything will again be kept tracked by DVC. Okay, so with that, I'll conclude this video. Thank you for watching.